It's
All right, phones on silent, everybody. So, you good?
I'll turn my screen around. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. Put your chair over there. So. Okay. All
I
right.
mean, kind of front.
Yeah.
All right, 2 seconds.
I keep saying. Yeah. I keep saying I'm get one of those.
What? All right, 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute, live in 1 minute.
Live now.
Oh,
My head look big as shit
It's
on
coming
Facebook. Yeah.
Oh shit.
all right, here we go. 5, 4.
What up? It's your boy DJ Duke Talk Heavy Radio OLB 10 AM. Listen, XO_event planning. Right now, go follow on Instagram. Everyone deserves to have an amazing event. That's why XO event planning will perfectly cater to your event. There's no budget that we can't help. There's no event that you should want to make. Make sure y'all visit XO_event planning. Right now, it's your boy DJ Duke. Peace. What up, boy? DJ Duke Talk Heavy Radio OLB 10 AM. Hey, listen, look for somewhere to eat, have entertainment, and we got hookah, and it's free to get in. Visit the Windsor, 7207 Windsor Lane. Let's get fashion color Monday, Friday. Close from 11 a.m. We close like 1 in the morning, so we got all day to get there. Make sure y'all visit us on Instagram. Right now, it's your boy DJ Duke. Peace.
Yo, what up? Happy Tuesday, DJ Booth Radio Show.
Already.
Now, I'm alarmed. We never start this way, right? Because I think that this guest is here, he's bringing it to the air. People on my Instagram already talking about hooping.
Oh,
When we gonna hoop, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I'm already not feeling the vibe today. Let's get this clear. I've always been a superstar. I took the DJ route because it was paying off at the time. That's all. I just want to be clear, you know what I mean? We won't get into the story of what I used to do to this guest.
I like this guest.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's a little slow on his feet.
He got stories.
He's a little slow on his feet, but that ain't true though. You know where he's from.
We don't know that.
You know where he's from. You know, but anyway, we'll tell that later. Happy Tuesday. Ash, how was your weekend? How was your week to week?
It was good. It was good. I was very productive. Got a lot of stuff done. You know, getting ready and preparing for the end of the year, which is a major, big deal should be for everyone. And you know, getting some things in order so I can start my year off as a clean canvas.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay, so you got the oversized on that day. Who Jack? Okay.
Yes, Aunt's Jack.
Okay, I didn't know. Maybe the uncle. I don't know. You know what I mean? Friend of yours. Are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay. Well, I know maybe.
There you go. There
See,
you go.
he's a question we never asked. But
There
anyway,
you go.
Knowledge. That was
Yo.
cash land on. Okay, you urban today. Okay, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't golfing today. So you didn't
It's
golf.
raining outside.
Okay. Real golf is any weather.
No,
Speaking of athletes.
not true.
Any weather. What?
Not true.
So people don't golf in the rain?
No,
Okay.
not like, not this. It's 40 degrees.
Okay.
No.
All right, hey, listen. I don't know any professional golfers yet, so I gotta just say
I
okay.
actually just met some this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, we know you're not. So
I was in Florida golfing.
Yo,
golf
so
tournament.
you be traveling, don't tell me?
Of course.
Wow, yo.
You didn't.
Yo.
You. That's not your lane, bro.
You know what? After you finish what you did, I'm gonna make a special note to ask you too. It's good for now that he's messing it up though.
Okay.
I might not do it now because he's messing it up. All right. So you went to Florida, didn't tell Duke.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What happened next?
Had
What
a
you
ball,
did for?
man. It was
Okay.
it was amazing. It was amazing, bro. Great time.
Yeah.
It was a
That's
tournament.
messed up, though. You laughing and
Thursday,
shit.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
What part of Florida?
No,
I
I'm
came
not
back
really
Monday.
like golf.
Sarasota.
Sarasota.
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool. What did I do this weekend? This weekend we had, of course, last Wednesday, Crafty Crab. No, I'm sorry, Wednesday was a Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. And I had Seven Ward Shorty come to Baltimore. Shout out to Seven Ward Shorty, K Sales. They came through. Cool, we treated them right. He brought some odds with him. That was dope. Then Crafty Crab was Friday.
Mhm.
Saturday night back at Crafty Crab was nice. Then Sunday was in DC last night. And I had my brunch Sunday morning. My first brunch went very well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did. We actually sold out
Where was that
at
at?
the Windsor. Sold
Okay,
out.
bet.
Sold out, but so thank
Man,
everybody
going
came to
brunches
the
now.
brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday at the Wednesdays. That was crazy.
Good look.
Back at it this week. My son even came to work with me.
Your son.
Oh,
My
that's
son.
awesome.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I had to
That's
do.
my man right there.
And,
yo.
you found him one day. I don't want to tell the story, but he ran out the house one day. Now I was report. I said, "Yo, my son left." Yeah, he was like 4. Yo. Yeah, he just ran out the door. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was
I had to
crazy.
leave that alone. But anyway, my parenting skills is good though. Now, right?
That's
That's pretty
now.
funny. Ashley, laugh at my jokes.
It wasn't funny.
It was fun. I said, damn. But he got it.
Oh, I didn't.
But anyway, we had that. Now, because I got some other announcements coming up. But I will stop the show and say this. I went to the Dominicans this week, right? I'm going to say what happened. I went to the Dominicans.
Wait.
I went to
wait.
Dominicans.
barbershop.
You went to
Uno,
the
dos,
Dominican
tres.
barbershop.
Yes. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro,
You
amigo.
doing a lot this
No.
weekend.
A grande hefe.
Don't play.
Poquito Espanol.
He talking about the
These
barbershop.
guys.
He talking about
What
the
are these
barbershop.
guys?
Yeah.
The minute only,
Right.
I mean,
Oh, the
I
min-
thought
that's
he threw me
why-
off too.
That's why I'm talking Spanish now. I'm talking Poquito Espanol. I went to them guys. Because I stopped going to Nolly because it's you know time for me. Like he went to Florida. Like I can't. He went to Florida. I need my shit cut.
So
You know what I'm
went
saying?
to the Dominican
I've been going to them
barbershop.
often because they're available. They do good
They
work
do
though.
good
They do
work.
good work. You know what I mean? But I went and I told the dude, I said, yo, I need, she laughing. I need my, my side. I always gonna keep my bed. Yo,
Okay.
cut my entire bed. Y'all haven't had this part
Hey, yo,
cut.
when I saw you cut, when I saw you
Yo.
with the clean face, I said, yo, Duke went with the
I
clean
ain't never
face,
know,
yo.
yo.
Hey,
Never,
it was tight, yo.
Nah,
It was
yo.
tight, yo.
Nah, I'm
you got
nah.
negative face.
Nah. Yeah,
Yo,
nigga.
Nigga
Right.
face in though,
Yeah.
man.
I see,
Your
You
nigga
look
face in.
younger.
Yo,
I'm going back to Nolly.
listen, I got a negative face. I'm in the negative face game.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Right.
That's in your face. That's the problem. Like, I don't want to look like this guy.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? So
Nigga.
I gotta really say
Fuck the
something.
beard game. Negative face in,
Yeah,
man.
oh,
Yo, the
so
nigga face
nigga
is
face
cool,
with the
yo.
big- you got
know,
the- you got the
I mean, I
bag.
got it now, but you know, I switch up.
All right,
quick.
so listen, I'm gonna say I apologize for leaving. I want to come back. Right.
But to the
So-
beard game.
I want to come. I want to come
No, he
back.
wanna come back
He
to
my
the
barber
barbershop.
too.
Oh, your
Yeah,
barber too.
I
Okay.
felt like he was messing me
So
up
why,
on purpose.
so why you leave the
'Cause I
barber?
felt like he was messing me up on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shit was a little
And
crooked.
they
a couple
went,
times.
he came back the other day. I said, boy,
Yeah, nah, but
the Dominicans chopping you up, son.
yeah.
Chop me and shit up.
All right,
son.
so I'm publicly saying I apologize to DJ Knowledge. I want to come back, but again, like today, he ain't cutting today. You
Right.
know, I don't have
He
a
could have cut you in here though. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But I got let me introduce my guest because he's talking some language I like. So today I got a day one now. I will say this, he struggled over the years with basketball and sports, staying in shape, obviously.
What's he going
But
there?
Like, no, I'm
You
just
gonna
I'm
go
being
there, okay.
honest, but I've been
Okay,
there
you
to
wanna go
assist
there.
throughout the years, help him out with his
Okay.
skill set. You know what I mean? He take the longest. He has the longest form I ever seen in my life. He be like this.
Slow mo. Bingo.
He put the tongue out. Boom. Brick house.
I'm gonna let him get an introduction.
I
I'll let him have it. I'll let him
I
have it.
already know he coming. But
I'll let him
this is my
have it.
day one. I'm talking about, like, I grew up around a lot of older dudes. I had a lot of father figures. This is one of the guys, that definitely always taught me had to stay on straight, tough love type
Absolutely.
stuff. That's what the problem with the city don't have now. You get what I'm saying? I gotta give some out to my guy, playwright, actor, businessman, father, the mogul. Cornelius Adams in the building, y'all.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
What up?
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hell of
What
an
up, Chad?
introduction.
How you feeling?
I'm
Watch this,
good.
bro.
I'm good.
Watch
I'm
this.
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Anticipation.
Hey, yo.
I'm sorry.
Hey, yo.
All right, what up, Chad? What's your name? What you
What's
do
up?
on this
Hey,
show?
Cornelius Adams was up. He gave the greatest introduction. Writer, mogul. I ain't gonna say I'm a mogul. I just do what I do.
Okay, humble.
And I just want to do great things for my family, for my city, for my hood. Represent first and foremost, be a man,
Yeah.
upstanding, defend the helpless, defend the less fortunate and the weak. If you're not doing that as a man, check your priorities. Real talk.
My man.
That's real. So, Park, I don't know where we're going to start because, I know all the stuff you do. I mean, a lot of
First, let's
people
get
do
that
too.
basketball thing out the way. Let's get
All right,
that.
okay. That's all basketball.
Yeah,
So,
real
okay.
quick. So,
Yeah.
so I'm older than him, right?
We
so,
can see that. That's
so,
obvious.
So we molded him,
That
right?
ain't
So
Okay.
Need my cracker to that one.
anything did he accomplish in basketball?
Right.
He got from
because
us.
y'all. Right.
Because of us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I can say that.
Right?
I can say that.
We gave him his toughness. Because at first
Definitely.
he wasn't
Yeah.
tough at all.
I can see
Well, I
that.
want to
I can see that.
On the court,
See,
he
now,
wasn't.
now
We
you doing
played
Julio
physical.
stuff now.
No,
Now,
we played
see-
physical though. No,
see-
he ain't play physical.
No, I don't
Okay.
say that.
Now
I
he
don't
was
say
like,
that.
he started playing physical once we were like, yo, we ain't doing no ball calling. We ain't giving
Okay.
you ball.
Okay.
Ain't none of that.
Yeah.
That was
So
wrong. That was
basically,
wrong.
yeah.
Play ball.
He
Hell,
was,
right.
he was a prima donna. I
Right.
can
So
see
he
that.
wanted like, yo,
He's a
you
pretty
can't.
boy.
Here you go. Yo, you can't do that. That ain't ball. Yes,
Wow,
we can.
The hate is real, bro.
Right.
The story, why
We
the
ain't giving
story
you
is
ball.
off. The story is
So
off.
we made him a little tougher.
Look at
you
him,
know,
yo.
His passing used to be substance. He'll ball hawk.
Yeah. I
Oh,
can
that
see
he
that
never
too.
lied now.
I can
He
see that
did-
too.
No,
No, but listen, he
everybody
started.
lied.
No, listen, he
Everybody
started
lied.
passing though.
Right.
Before
Yeah, that is.
he used to shoot all the time.
Okay.
And he got
I
juice.
made him though.
But yeah, he can shoot.
Yeah.
He can shoot.
Yeah,
Pull
he-
up
He
Duke,
got a
they
little
call
handle on him.
They call me
Right.
Pull Up Duke. That's what they call me.
But then his defense was a little suspect, though.
the defense was
His defense was
suspect.
very suspect.
Yeah.
Pull Up
Dude.
Duke, yo.
What they call him, little dude?
They gonna pull
Pull
up
up,
Duke.
pull up, Duke. He coming down, pull up.
Hell yeah.
'Cause they shoot, like I said, they shoot all day, right? But
Yeah.
the D was
Yeah.
suspect, though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we had to, put him on the wing, had to teach him how to foul, teach him how to play a little aggressive, and a lot of
Okay.
niggas, because niggas was going at him at one point.
Okay.
You know,
No,
what
I
I
did
mean?
have some problems at first. I did.
Yeah.
I had some problems with real men. That's what I'm saying. I
But
learned.
we were older, so he was
Yeah.
playing with older guys.
Yeah,
so,
real
right,
talk,
expect
yeah.
it. But
Right.
amongst his peers, he was killing his peers.
Damn,
I
I'm
get
gonna
that.
freeze on that part. Too.
Yeah,
Ain't
yeah,
that a-
yeah. He was
damn.
killing his peers, but with
I'm
us,
glad we recorded this
he,
show,
he
though.
was a little different animal.
Look at
We
Froze.
was bigger than him, and you can see I'm clearly bigger than him. I used
Yeah.
to post a little ass up. Can I say ass on him?
Yeah, you got some.
All right.
Yeah.
I just posted a little ass up.
Yeah.
You know, he's a little faster than me, but I was gonna foul him though.
Right.
If you catch
You know
me.
what I'm saying? And when he get caught though.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
like, "Come on, man, y'all can't do that." But he had a jumper. He could play. He had hands.
Some of the stuff is
and all that.
accurate. I gotta give some of the stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah.
had to be. I will say this about the why we made like men for
Yeah,
real.
it was.
It was definitely a real. I was the youngest though.
It was a cage down there.
It was nobody my
he
age.
was the youngest
Yeah, no.
hooping with us though. It was
Oh, that's
like
what's up.
it was like if you couldn't. It wasn't really necessary about hooping as much as you had to have heart down there.
Yeah.
You had to have heart.
He earned his stripes.
Yeah, so he earned his stripes down there. You know,
Yeah.
but we fouled him up. you
Shout out to
know, he
Hootie,
took it.
Ron,
Yeah, you
Fred,
know,
recipes,
yeah,
Fred.
rest in peace, Fred. You know,
Yeah, the whole team. The other Fred. We make a whole show about the
Yeah, we made a
wild.
whole show.
I said
about
we
the
need to do
Wild.
a wild every year.
And listen, only people who hoop down the wild was people from my neighborhood. People were
Damn,
scared
yeah.
to come down the wild.
Right.
Mm.
And now he wouldn't have came.
It was thick down there.
Yeah,
I
now he
mean,
wouldn't have came. He wouldn't have
I
came.
mean, you had to leave the wild at some point.
Yeah, you
though.
gotta leave out the door.
You had to leave out the wild at some point.
You gotta go
right?
back east.
You got-
You gotta go back east.
So-
There's so many stories, but we should do a whole show on the wild.
We had good times, but the wild, you know.
Mhm. But that's what I think we missed it though, Paul.
Yeah, it made you a man.
We missing that, and that go right to one of my first questions.
Well-
Community, like like when we got a new governor, who's black.
You're missing the OGs, man. I swear to
Yeah.
goodness,
Right.
man.
That's where I'm going with it. That's where I'm going with it.
I
Like,
think that
Yeah.
so I'm going to say some things some of the OGs Salau may not like, but I really don't.
you got you though.
I really
That's
don't
what
care.
you have to. You got
So
you.
me personally, like I say, I still represent my hood. I talk to the young guys. I do things in the school,
Mhm.
and I don't stand. But and I ain't trying to break no hood laws or rules, but I don't stand for anything that's killing our people,
Mhm.
taking
Right.
away from my people. That's drug selling, anything, right?
Mhm.
I sold drugs. We all sold drugs. Come on, right? I was young. I was dumb. I'm a grown man now, right? And I now I see the error in my ways. I think that we condone all the wrong things. That's why youngins are doing all the wrong things.
Right.
And the older guys who
Carol.
have been there, like, I think it's bad now, but if you ever grew up in the 80s, West Baltimore was the wild. Baltimore itself, you couldn't even walk through neighborhoods.
Right.
Real talk. You couldn't walk through Pennsylvania Avenue without a pass. You couldn't walk through Murphy Homes without a pass. You couldn't walk through the terrace without a pass.
Right.
You know, so now you can walk anywhere now, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's no guidance, there's no rules, there's no foundation in the streets. There's nothing, because kids was off the table back then. Women were off the table back then.
Right.
If I got a beef with you, my beef is with you, not your brother, not your sister, not your
Right.
cousin. It's with you.
Right.
These youngins have no guidance now, and they're looking at too many rap videos. They're looking at too many stuff that don't really make any sense, or they can apply it to real life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Instagram, YouTube.
This social media. Well, you think parent has an
social
issue?
media.
You think parenting is an issue, Paul?
Absolutely. Parents doing the same thing. They looking at too much YouTube. They doing the same thing the kids doing. There's no
Yeah.
separation. There's no separation, it seems like now, from the parent and the child. They're all doing the same thing. They're all looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think Big Mama's gone now. Pop's gone now. And when they leave, and they leaving all that that foundation that was laid during the old school. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I really believe that, all the older OGs out, you do have a responsibility to your hood. You do. You do. If you can save this one dude, one girl, one whatever, give something back to the rest. I know guys getting money now, or even with old money, don't do anything for the hood.
Mm.
I don't care if you buy nets for the rec basketball.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Do
care if
something.
you do something. Start donate some t-shirts for the house league or something. Right.
Yeah.
That's why if you scared, and then I'm gonna say a lot of dudes may not like this. If you scared to go back to your hood, you was never a G in the first place.
Mm.
Because you can't be scared of where you came from.
Right.
And if people respect you, you should you should have a certain amount of respect where you can come to your hood and help without feeling like somebody gonna do something to you.
Right.
Right.
But that's a good point though. Like you know, we don't really have like a form. We open format.
Yeah.
Now a lot of rappers that got killed going back to the hood.
But it's
How
how
do
you
you feel
move
about
though.
that?
Listen, if
Yeah.
you go back to the hood and you
Right.
still doing negative
The
things in the
same-
hood,
right.
okay, you opening yourself up to negativity.
Because you still doing it.
Because you still
right,
doing
right.
it.
Right.
I'm not telling you go back to the hood with criminal activity. I'm telling you go back to the hood with positive activity. Change your hood,
I like
change
that.
the circumstances, change other people's
I
circumstances.
like that.
If you have money, you know you can provide outlets for other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some dudes are hustling because they ain't got no choice. Some of the young kids ain't got no choice.
Mhm.
Give them a choice. Say, shorty, listen, I got a corner store. You want to work? I'm gonna open it. You want to work at my corner store?
Right.
Mhm.
You know, it's so many different choices out here, but we choose not to give these kids outlets, but we want to always talk bad about
Because
it
we was them.
Mhm.
because we was them.
Right.
We was them. And listen, I had this conversation. I think it was worse when we was growing up because it was like 3 million of us outside.
Mhm.
Yeah, no real talk.
Yeah.
3 million. Just imagine when you used to go, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s and you went down to the arena
Yeah.
to go see a show,
Yeah.
West Baltimore was there, like 1,000 people
Yeah.
fighting and just causing havoc, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was more dangerous back then. You couldn't even walk the streets without getting banked. I'd rather get shot than get banked,
Mm.
you know, because now guys don't really know how to really do it. But back then,
Yeah.
you ain't getting away.
Yeah.
You getting banked. It's too many
Yeah.
people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think there's no guidance. You know what I mean? And I'm here to try to give guidance, teach as much as I can with my actions, not with my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got a talk show on TV. I got the #1 magazine, and my show's on Channel 2.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to
Forgive me,
Stevie
y'all. That's me,
Franchise
y'all.
and the whole team over there.
You know.
The ABC. My guy over there. Shout out to them against Stevie Franchise.
no.
What up, baby?
Sorry about that, y'all.
We understand. You know, that's the Bentley driver car. Yeah, that's the Bentley driver.
Oh,
What color is
turn the
Bentley driver
motherfucker
today? Look at-
I don't even know which phone ringing, y'all.
So now we need a new play about when your phone rings live on air. What do you
Listen, I don't even know which phone ringing.
see? There you go. See Charlie Avenue. See West Baltimore. See now West Baltimore. See that? I'll tell you, it feel good to have somebody like that's from over west.
Yeah, but you know, we got to stop talking and we got to start teaching. Like, I'm proud of Dukes, right?
Thanks, you.
Because I'm gonna tell you why I'm proud about him. He's a hooper, right? We look at him as a hooper, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he said he was DJing, I was like, "Come on, you're a hooper.
Mm-hmm.
What you talking about DJing?" Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I did start Paul.
yeah, like yeah, I'm a DJ.
Man, come
What did I tell you? If you want to do it, do it.
Mm-hmm.
He said he had a lot of people hating on him. I said, yeah, I used to tell you, forget what they saying, do you. It's always a learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
From where he at now, from where he started, that's why I'm proud of him. Because
Thank you.
people don't understand anything great is a process.
Yep.
It's a process. If you think you're gonna get to the top without fumbling the ball,
Yeah.
fumbling the bag, making mistakes, you're highly mistaken.
That's where social media comes in because
Right.
they think they can overnight. overnight stuff.
Overnight success.
Yeah.
It's not.
You know what I call social media? Self-proclaiming.
Mm-hmm.
People get on social media and say, I got this, I'm doing this, take a picture behind a car, do this. In reality, it's none of that. You know,
Yeah.
your body, if you go to my page, I'm never on there talking about what I do, but you see my work on there talking about what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
your work speaks for itself.
It speaks for
Yeah.
itself.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, if you, I mean, of course you got to talk about what you do. I know
Yeah.
that. But if you're constant, only one always saying what you're doing, you're not really
You're
working.
not doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Right.
Because you're talking about yourself.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely
a
real.
fact.
Yeah. Other people should be talking about your work. And not only that, other people should see your work.
Yeah.
And you know, we have a big problem with that in Baltimore. Everybody's clout chasing instead of work chasing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big
Yeah.
problem.
And let me ask you around the table. It's for me, people that don't do nothing always telling me I do too
what
much.
to do.
Yeah, or what to
you
do, or you do too much. I know you dealt
You
with
gotta
that.
watch
like,
out for those. I
Yeah,
don't
like-
get those people
Right, like
any
what do you
time of the day.
don't even do
So,
nothing.
I don't.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this. I don't know who's hating on me. You know why?
Right, right.
Because I'm working. I ain't got
Yeah.
no time.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
fine.
who hating on me. If you
Right.
hating on me, I don't know. I'm working. When people say people hating on me, I said, well, you ain't really working because you got time
Time
and
to even
energy to
listen
pay.
to it.
No, you haters.
Listen to it.
I don't
Mm.
know who hating on me.
Right.
If you hating on me, hello. If you hating on me, I don't know you. I'm just gonna say hi. But I don't care because you're
Right.
working. Stop.
Man, you know, man, High
Right.
Def just got the phone talking about that. Man, shout
Yeah,
out
you
to
know
DJ High
what?
Def.
They
Yeah,
kill me.
shout out to High Def.
Just got the phone. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Parker. So, have you been following the Deion Sanders story?
Yes.
For people that don't know, I can explain. Basically, Deion Sanders, we know, is a huge athlete. He's a coach at the HBCU. Shout out to Morgan, all that good stuff.
Mhm.
Right? He had an opportunity to coach
Jackson State, right?
Yeah, I believe it was Jackson State
Yeah.
at Colorado, which is a
Right.
bigger job. I don't think he should have announced it right away, though.
Mm.
I think he should have waited. But people criticize him from leaving the HBCU for a bigger opportunity. So
yeah,
it's like,
and
and
he
it
knew
hit
that,
him
he knew that
hard,
was
bro.
coming though.
Listen.
but it's like you can do all you do for the community, and one situation that somebody might think is not right. It's like now you're not black no more. Like
But
right
they
or
don't-
wrong, like
but
come
they don't-
on. yo.
but if you had a chance to watch, and you could pull it up on
Yeah, I've been
YouTube,
watching all-
his 60,
everything.
his 60-minute special
Yeah, I see.
when he was on 60 Minutes. If you look at everything he done for Jackson State
Right in a short period of time.
in a short period of time, and he even said on there, they were like, Deion, if somebody come with more money, are you going to take it? He was like, yeah, I'm taking it. I'm
Yeah.
gone.
But I ain't even talking about that. That's the small picture. The big picture, what he did, he opened the door and set a blueprint for other NFL black coaches to come back to HBU, the HBU. I got it.
HBCU, yeah, I got you.
HBUs to coach, right?
Yeah.
Let them know, hey, y'all need to go back home and coach up, right?
Yeah.
So he just set a blueprint.
And
That's what he
set
did.
the-
Everyone always look at
Yeah.
things in a negative light.
Right. No matter what you do, no matter.
Because
Right.
all
That's
the
my
things
point.
that you just said were positive.
Mhm.
And why look at it one thing and take the negative at the fact that he's leaving?
That's what
He's
they do.
excelling.
That's
He's
what people that hate on you do.
Like
Mhm.
Cornelia said, you're opening up doors for the next person.
He set the blueprint.
To come
Right.
and do the same thing. So if you didn't do it, where would the opportunity?
So
be?
now another negative is a lot of players are decommitting. I mean, people
Yeah,
was committing to
that's
go
what I
to
was about to say.
they school. Now they like, oh, Deion not there. I'm not going.
But see, that was
know?
the
And
thing.
that's
But then
why
again,
he
he-
knew it was coming though.
But-
He knew it was coming because he was bringing. What he did, he rattled the feathers of people because he took D1 prospects
yeah.
away from them big schools, Ohio State,
Oh,
all
that's
that, all
deep.
that. He
I ain't
took,
even looking at it like
he
that.
took
part.
them
That's
away
what I
from
said.
them.
deep
That's
right
what I
there.
said. He laid
Jackson State.
That's
That's what I
deep
said,
right
he
there.
laid-
I ain't looking at that
That's
part.
what I'm trying to tell you. He
Yeah,
laid the
that's deep
blueprint
right
down
there.
Mhm.
for things to happen.
And
Now
for the
he's
growth.
right. Now he's saying, okay, I'm Deion, but hey, what about RG3? You coach in the NFL. Now
Yeah.
you can go to one of the black schools.
Yeah.
Okay. Ray Lewis. Now you can go one of the black
Yeah.
schools and coach, right? You got a name.
So you kind of even found that.
That's
Now,
what he opened the door.
Okay,
for
ask
us.
y'all this.
Yeah.
Now I was looking at a little different. I'm looking at now the saying is maybe the higher up say, yo, we gotta get this nigga out of here. We need to bring this nigga up to us.
That's what they. That's,
that-
he
that-
knew it was coming.
Right. So that's I'm looking at that. Like and then I'm looking at Jackson State, like, okay, did now what was the business? Did they go bend over backwards to keep him? They
Well,
give him
no,
an
but
option?
see,
Well,
if,
you
you
gotta
look, if you listen to him talk about it, they ain't had the money.
But it's
Yeah.
never
Black
money.
schools don't get the budgets that
There's
these
never
big
money.
schools
It
get.
wasn't money for Deion.
Yeah, he's Deion Sanders.
Deion's smart. Deion
Yeah.
wants to be a head coach probably in NFL. And what he did was, you remember he started coaching in high school, right?
Yeah.
And they did well in high school.
Mhm.
Then he went here. Now he's going to a Colorado, which is considered like a mid-major. They're not like really. Now he's going to make them a major, right?
Mhm.
What do you think is going to happen after that?
He don't want to go to NFL. Though.
Yeah, he's going to
He
the
don't want to
NFL.
coach the NFL.
He's going to the NFL.
I don't
don't
believe
think
that.
he
I
will.
believe he did.
Listen,
I believe
I
he
don't
would.
think
I
he
believe
will.
he would.
Eventually, they're going to offer him enough money.
Yeah, to
And
make
he's going to go.
well, can I ask this
Because
up?
listen, Colorado's look at it. Colorado is Colorado. It's not
Right.
That's not prime. He's
Right.
not- like, it's
See,
Colorado.
but
You know what I'm saying?
see,
Right.
But see again, this
It's like
is where
coaching
I see,
at
like,
Dundalk.
this where
You know what I'm
Deion-
saying?
Oh, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, yeah, you did good.
I like that. I like how you did that.
Go back.
I like that. Hold up now.
Oh,
since we're gonna go there,
I ain't slide you like that.
now,
I mean,
rest in peace to Cleveland Rudy Silver. Now, Rudy Silver was the first African American to break a backboard overseas. He knows that. Coach Rudy was our coach.
Yeah.
So he came back to Dundalk.
Okay.
The coach.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
messed up. I ain't gonna talk about school. Ain't
My
that
bad,
some
Rudy.
shit?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I forgot Rudy was up there coaching.
That's
Yeah.
just messed up.
This
My
what I
bad.
see. This what
I
I see.
recant that because that was my guy. I forgot he was up there coaching. That's my guy.
He passed away, so rest
Yeah,
in peace.
no,
to Cleveland
rest in
Rudy.
peace.
This is why I see where Dion basically building his rep up. Because you went to somewhere, you went to HBCU, Jackson
Right.
State, who was a nobody. Now you about to go to Colorado, who's a nobody. They were
Right.
like 0-11 last year.
But
So
I think,
now you come and you turn the whole program around. It
I think
speaks
I'm
volumes to
going
who you
Cornelius. I
are.
think he's trying to go to NFL.
Yeah. But let me
And
tell you this.
he
though.
knows the
He
road
could probably
to it.
go right now if he wanted to.
But why I'm gonna say one thing for you to jump in. Why wouldn't he want to stay and create culture? I would just because you got money, bro. Deion Sanders sponsorships.
Because
Come
what
on.
he did, because what he
Stay
did,
in and be the first
I
black
kinda-
guy to do this and do
but I
that.
kind of feel him though, because what he did was, and again, he said it on the 60-minute joint. To be honest, he fighting an uphill battle. He brought attention to the lack of funding in HBCUs. He brought attention to the disparities in HBCUs.
And now he out.
And now he out.
I
because
disagree.
he
I should
can't-
say,
But
because
again,
he can't
no.
fight. The mountain
No.
is so big, bro.
It's not though. He set a blueprint, like I said. Now he's by him doing that. There's a lot of retired NFL players looking to coach now.
Yeah,
And-
I think
and-
y'all saying the
and-
same thing,
And the
bro.
black
Y'all
and the
saying the
black
same thing.
colleges are now going out seeking like
Yeah.
NFL top of the
Yeah.
instead of just being mediocre, like having just being satisfied
yeah.
with like a just.
Well, can
a guy
I
just-
say this to you though? 'Cause, like I didn't go to HBCU, but of course I DJ for Morgan, Cop, and all that stuff. But my thing is this: what about all the black millionaires that come from these schools? You get what I'm saying? Why we always blaming white? We always blaming white people for stuff. I don't understand that.
Man, listen,
If
dude,
nobody blames our own, like I
Listen.
just hit, how many NBA players we got here?
it's accountability.
You know, it's no accountability. It's no accountability. Like,
So,
come on, man.
I'm a strong advocate, and everybody. I have arguments all the time. It's folks, black folks, to stop. It's time for us to stop
Right.
blaming the man, the
Mhm.
white man, the
Mhm.
system.
You know
all
his
of that,
agenda,
right?
Right? Yeah.
Listen, even in the streets, just because somebody put a key of coke in front of you,
Yeah.
don't mean you have to pick it up and sell it. That's your choice. You made that choice,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
We have to stop blaming the white man, the system, on our bad choices.
Right.
Right. You made it out. I made it out. So many other people, Mello made it out. The list can go on, right? The people who are always complaining, look at their choices.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
the ones that are making bad choices.
I got to
right?
write that down. Hold on, I'm still
Right.
there. Hold on, I'm still there. I'm gonna post that lady. I'm gonna post that
Real
lady.
talk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When you hear people always complaining, look at their life. A lot of times they in the same place for years, not
Mhm.
evolving,
Okay.
not
Mhm.
evolving.
Not
You know what I mean?
evolving.
Because listen, when you look at it now, maybe this can apply to our parents, our great grandparents. So they grew up in that Jim Crow environment, right?
Mhm.
But look at that right now. You black, you can go. We had a black president. Come on now.
Yeah.
Listen, your child can be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. Anything is nothing holding them back to accomplish or be anything they want.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Why are we still blaming the system?
I totally agree with you. Well, I 1,000% agree with you.
Now I know the jail is packed with a lot of brothers, right? That are making bad decisions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're making bad decisions, real talk. And I'm not and I'm not saying, people say, well, they don't give this, they don't fund the black schools
Mhm.
like they should. Well, how about this? Like Duke said, we got a lot of black millionaires.
Yeah.
What are they doing to fund what? What are they doing right now? I don't even believe in what's when they come in and buy the neighborhoods, gentrification, right? I'm gonna use my neighborhood right now. You look at Pennsylvania Avenue, Dolphin, Myrtle, Argyle, all those streets. There's so many abandoned houses back there.
Yeah.
I know so many cats with money. How many of those cats are buying any properties back there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The white people going back there and buying all those properties up,
Yeah.
right?
For the
So
Lord.
how's that gentrification? It's called opportunity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's called opportunity because they see the opportunity. They buying it up and they selling it right back to the black people
Yeah.
at a higher price or making them live in it.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that they see the opportunity. We have to buy back our community instead of buying rims, instead of buying Benzes, instead of buying these bullshit ass watches that lose value as soon as you walk
Yeah,
out the
change
store.
cars.
Half of them ain't got real. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's real.
Raps about that, but the younger generation choose.
You know what's
to go on
crazy?
the
Yeah, but
negative
it all
route.
go back when we said from the beginning. Social media, everything goes back to social media.
Social media.
Cause they see it. Oh, I'm gonna be a rapper. You know, I need it. Why is it change? You know, I, like even my
Real
stuff.
talk, a lot of that shit.
But I got to the level. I said, look, I don't want to pay for my jewelry, so I'm gonna create something where they're gonna pay for my own jewelry. Now they sponsor my jewelry. See what I'm saying? So it's like I seen a dude. I'm gonna move on. Literally, a rapper I know got a contract $300,000 and spent probably about $200,000 just on jewelry and car. And this day has no house. He don't have no house. The land checks.
No life insurance.
The land checks.
Like, what's wrong with you?
So
No,
yeah,
it's
Punk, you
just-
said you. I'm sorry, I keep saying Punk, but you definitely saying some real stuff. Like, let me ask you this. So I'm gonna tell you from my perspective. I grew up. I was in Boys and Men, stuff like that. Mr. Huddleston. I respected somebody that looked like me,
right?
Or somebody that recipes Lord Malva, even though he did what he did, or Liddy Jones. I respected those things. So if Liddy Jones would come tell me something, I'm like this. But if a dude with a suit come tell me something, black or white, I'm not gonna listen. So you think because you're relatable, Cornelius, to the community, they listen to you more?
I think that first of all, I am from the community, right?
Yeah.
I'm from the community. I don't hold no cut cards. Like you said, you can look at me and look like I look like one of them, and I just, I don't know. I just feel for my people, though. I still wear suits and all of that. Do all of that as well. Slippery Earls, all that. Wear all that.
I see you try to dress,
And,
but I'm in top of that.
but
stylist needed. Anybody on here stylist? Okay,
but
sorry.
I don't wear all the chains. I got a chain. I got why. I try to tell guys all that. First of all, money come and go.
Right.
And if you're basing your life on money, you're gonna fall flat on your face, right?
It goes back to
you gotta have something you love. You gotta find something you love. You gotta have faith in what you love, and then when you have faith, you gotta put action behind that faith and believe in that faith. Because work without faith without work is dead. Meaning that you cannot believe in nothing and sit on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get up
and do something
and invest something into it. Money. He bought equipment. He had speakers. He invested his stuff to learn.
Yeah.
If you don't invest nothing, then you're not gonna become nothing. You know what I mean? And it's too much talking and not enough, teaching and and showing people how to do it. I don't have no secrets. I tell you what I know. I'm gonna tell you what I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you how to get the money. I'm gonna tell you how to, and I don't even like saying getting bag. And what I hate saying boss, I hardly ever use that term. Everybody want to be a boss, but don't understand what that really means.
Right.
You're a boss when things are going good and when things going bad.
You ain't gotta brag about it.
Right.
You're a boss in both
when
situations.
things go bad, that wasn't me.
Right.
I ain't the boss. As soon as things good, I did that.
Boss all the time when you a boss.
And most importantly, bosses stand behind their word. Meaning that no matter what needs to be done, even if
right
comes a sacrifice to you, if you say you're gonna do it, you got to do it. You got to honor it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really difficult. You know what I mean? I think that everybody, like I said, look at social media. They look at too many videos. They look at the Puffies and the Jay-Z's, but they don't know the hard work those guys put up, the millions of dollars they put up, the millions of dollars they lost. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Every successful person has 10 or 15 ideas they go through before they get the one that hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody think the first idea is the one to put
Right. So when you see them with a
true.
successful brand, oh yeah, they doing it.
How many losses did it?
How many losses? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
sir.
Do you think every artist Rockefeller signed was it? They had some guys like, man, no. You think Russell Simmons had every artist Def Jam signed was no, it's you gotta fall sometimes to get to the top.
Yeah.
And everybody want instant gratification.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so quick to say, I'm this, I'm that. But I'm telling you, success is a journey.
Amen to that.
It's a journey.
I'm over here.
journey.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you credit. I'm gonna say, Cornelius Adams.
It's a
I'm
journey.
taking some of your. I don't get quiet with like.
It's a
No,
journey.
I'm gonna give him credit though.
No, I mean,
I'm gonna give
listen,
him credit,
anything
though.
I say you can use it. It's a journey, and I get so sick and tired of folks be like, "Yo, I'm on." Okay, it's 1 year. I've been in business 20.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had my ups and downs, and highlights, and I still haven't reached
Your full potential,
my full potential, right? But at the end of the day, I've stepped into a whole new arena that when I got you know, I normally I call this. I don't normally put the cart before the horse. I don't like talking about things first, but I'm just going to drop a little jewel. We got 2 sitcoms coming out, big for the city, really huge for the city. You know, we got a whole Roku channel coming out. That's going to be big. But now I'm be able to give people their own shows on
That's
Roku
amazing.
Smart TV.
That's amazing.
You know, I went channel 2 was my testing ground to learn TV, to understand my time, how to do it, and just know that, you know whatever. Now I'm ready to offer people that same plug.
Oh, nice.
So now
Same
you,
plug.
boss, that's like 20 years. So I got a question. When is the next play?
So I'm not doing any more. Well, I'm doing a play down Atlanta.
I'm
Then we're doing it in DC, but I'm not doing any more plays here in Baltimore for maybe 4 years. We got the sitcoms we doing. We got the movie we doing. And they really big. We ready to lock the city. We ready to lock the city down. And I'm hiring all black everything.
Nice.
Everything. And I'm talking, I got permits with the city. This ain't no where I gotta sneak and record.
Right.
I got blocks locked down. I got we you know, I did what I'm supposed to do. Went and got permits. And I tell folks this too. If you're gonna do it right.
Right. People
respect you when you do it right. People, you know, people in the industry will respect you when you do it right. And there's no, I'm not throwing shade at anybody who's doing films and don't have permits and all that. It don't cost no money really to go get permits.
It don't. Man.
All you gotta do is
go.
All you gotta do is sit down and go find out the information. You know, you go right down the call down Holiday Street and go to the permit office, get the permits. Because when you do that, you can film anywhere in the city. You can lock down whole blocks. You can cut off traffic. Nothing can come through. That's your thing.
Yeah.
You can run them down, shooting up the block, setting fires.
Hold up now.
You know, but what I'm saying is do it the right way though.
Yeah.
Because when you do it the right way, not only that, now you got to plug in the city because the city see you as a viable entity now, right? And if you ever want to get somewhere, start spending money. Start donating to causes, cancer, you know, some of the politicians. Know your politicians, know your community leaders. You can't be successful without knowing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just trip, man. I just see folks is just out here. I'm getting it, you know, and you got a few dollars, but that can come and go.
Yeah, I mean, because we know a lot of people get a few dollars and 5 months later,
it's gone.
They right back. Let me ask you this. So what made you want to get into the playwright?
Oh man, that's a good question. So, you know, I'm a single dad. Everybody know I got 2 girls.
Yeah.
And I've been a single dad. I raised my girls since they were 2 and 1. I mean, my youngest one. I had them since they were babies. And I was fighting the system so much. So, you know, when I used to send them to school, you know, with the little blue cars, they used to send them back and say, hey, tell your mother fill them out. It was all my information on it. And they would tell my kids, tell your mother fill them out. Yeah. And I had to go up to the school like, listen, they live with me. I got custody of them stuff.
Yeah.
So I was always fighting the system. People was always asking my kids, well, where the mother at? Because it was very rare.
I know.
It's very rare to see a dad raising 2 girls, right?
Yeah.
Especially back then. So
Shout-outs to the
I was so bitter and I was so angry, right? Outside of just hood stuff, that was a whole nother battle I had. And I didn't know how to get an outlet for it. And I didn't want to be the crazed single dad, right? So I said, let me write about it. My first play was Diary of a Single Dad. And I wrote about all my accounts with me raising my children. And it was like therapy for me. I got to say all kind of crazy stuff on stage.
And get away with it.
People was like this.
And then now get away with it.
Yeah,
I was thinking that shit last week. I couldn't say it.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I got away with that shit.
You did right. How did you pick your actors and stuff? Because it like going from like the writing it to making it work like my actors.
I don't have no one way. I let God kind of send them to me. I put it on Facebook. You know, I meet people. I can meet her and say, hey, you ever think about acting? You know, it just, you know, sometimes it could be a vibe. It could be, you know.
But that again,
No.
But what I love, so I'm a teacher too. I love getting folks who don't know how to act at all.
Yeah.
And turn them into actors because they have no idea what it takes.
Like everybody has it.
It's nothing in their way.
Yeah.
They want to learn. You got folks, I'm an act.
What did they
They
That
got
goes
so
back
much-
to you telling me what you do.
Yeah, they
Why
got-
and
you
not
even
showing me.
Talk about it.
Yeah, they got so much stuff in the way.
Mm.
Well, my last play, I did. Well, go back to your last play. This ain't just, you know, 'cause every writer,
said
every
got
director
shot.
has their own niche,
Yeah.
right? Like every coaches, they got their own coaching style.
Yeah.
I do how I do, and we've been selling out, and I've been doing this for a minute, and you know, a lot of folks don't like it because I do like 4 cities a year. We leave out, and you know, God has blessed me. And first of all, I give all praise to God. You know, because without Him, you know, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't be alive today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely, and my parents, you know what I mean, and my hood, because and all the older dudes in the hood, because a lot of folks, you know, just kept me, you know, going, you know,
just
to where I need to
kept you
go.
strong.
Right, keep it strong.
And you said you been a singer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just sing
I
a
do a
little
little
bit, right?
something.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, but everybody got quiet. Everybody got quiet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I heard him sing one time.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I mean,
Yeah,
so-
that's tight.
can you give us a little?
No,
acapella?
man, no. I
Ooh,
mean,
yeah.
So
Are you
listen,
opening up the
so,
auditions for
listen.
the TV show?
listen. So what I'm doing is, even with the TV show, is that's something is I don't, how can I put this? I don't want everybody running me because I can get them a show. It ain't that type of plug,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not gonna mess my name up,
Okay.
Right.
and you're not gonna embarrass me.
Of
You
course.
know what I mean? So it's gonna be criteria. It's gonna be, I gotta sit down and talk with folks. So it's not an audition. It's, you know, like I do with anything, you know,
Mhm.
God gonna bring those folks to me,
Right.
and it costs.
So I mean, I'm talking about like, so are you producing shows yourself?
No, I produce my show on Channel 2,
Okay. Got it.
right? But when we go on to Smart TV, I'm responsible for putting content on 24/7
Gotcha.
on Roku.
Gotcha.
So I am offering other folks to have their show on it.
Already.
Gotcha.
But you have to produce your own show.
Produce your own
Right.
show.
I'm
Gotcha.
giving you
The
You just
the
giving you the
platform,
weight.
right?
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
But it has to be, everything's done in contract. You got to be committed. You got to show me you got the funds to make this last for a year or 2 years, however it is. So again, I'm not getting embarrassed. I'm not gonna let you embarrass yourself nor the city.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's major.
That's a major.
That's major. So let's jump right into the segment. This segment brought to you by Balt Vodka. Visit www.baltvodka.com. It's gluten free. Yes, because I'm a diabetic, so you know that. Also, shout out to one of our other official sponsors, Sun Goddess by Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip hop, soul, the queen of hip hop, everything to me. You know, she does R&B, she's the queen of everything. Gospel, whatever Mary J. sings, she's the queen of. So shout out to Sun Goddess. Make sure you visit the store right now and get that Sun Goddess. Don't tell them DJ Duke sent you, because I ain't got my discount code yet.
Okay.
But that was a joke. Well, that wasn't funny.
No.
I gotta work on that. Thank you. The camera lady laughed. Thank you. But why
She
you?
laughed because
Because it was funny.
tried.
So, Punk, in your plays, Cornelius, in your plays, do your actors have to be funny? I know you about to tell me this, but do your actors have to be funny?
So you got to have personality. So
Okay.
I try to put everybody in the position
where they fit.
where they fit. I'm not into trying to say, oh, you're gonna go here and I know you're not funny and trying to make you funny. You gotta.
Well, I don't agree. But I mean, I don't agree. I don't think Julio funny.
So he
I don't
is
think-
funny.
I don't think Julio's funny.
So he's funny. So he's not. He is funny. He's funny. He's funny acting, right?
Right,
so
'cause I know him. That's why I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
I think I know him. That's
the,
why.
the folks love him, right? He's funny
Shout out to Julio
acting.
Shalom, yeah.
I mean, he's funny acting, right? And he's enjoying what he's doing. Like, he went from street to that, right? And he and like I said, the folks love him. And with my teaching and me guiding him, and he already has humor, because we all got humor.
Yeah,
we all
you
crack
just put it
jokes and
together.
stuff, right?
Shout out to Chudy. Chudy
And,
doing well.
Chudy killing it. Chudy killing it. I mean, I got a great group of guys and young ladies, and but most importantly, I wouldn't be possible. They wouldn't be possible without the people in Baltimore to come support me day in and day out. Listen, I've done the play 5 times. The same play. I had the same people coming out. Right. My boy said, yo, I know the lines.
Right.
My boy said, yo.
That's tough.
My boy said, I know the lines.
Yeah, I was like, damn, forget.
But my boy, but you know, he said it ain't
But
about.
I went back though.
Yeah,
I
he
went
said,
back. I went back.
He said it ain't really about the lines. It's
Yeah.
the ambiance, the environment.
Yeah, I went back.
The
I
whole
was
thing
there.
about, you know what I mean? And so that's what's
speaks
important.
volumes.
You know, you're gonna have fun. I don't have fights at my stuff. I don't even have security at none of my events. I wish a nigga would fight.
Okay.
We don't even, that energy ain't even in the building. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta start promoting a different type of energy.
Yeah.
All that tough stuff.
I mean, I like that you give them choices because people make their own choices. But we gotta get to the segment. Knowledge, our other official sponsor, Be More STEM.
Matthew Music.
There you
man.
go.
Shout out to Matthew Music.
And that's it.
for the
What
day.
the
Hey,
fuck?
I want to say to
Hey, fucking
Just you
sponsorship.
blowing. I ain't got water on my set, man. What
Hey.
you doing?
I gotta get you some water, yo.
Man, you made it, man. What is I can't
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Well, speaking of that, I gotta tell you about Wakanda in a second. After we jump into your,
And it's cold too,
I'm
y'all.
going to Wakanda.
You know when
I'm
you
going to
blowing
Wakanda.
up and you get your guests cold water. You know what I
It
mean?
is a real place. Wakanda is a real place. It's in my mind.
Y'all heard me say he got cold water. My water.
Yeah, that's
don't
what-
be-
that's what we do over there.
Yeah, mine
We do
ain't
over
cold, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all
It's
know.
okay, you know. It's
Y'all
level.
gonna get hot water when y'all come
Room
see me.
temperature is actually better. Room temperature is actually
Well,
better.
listen, y'all. But like, whatever team we got to listen. Now we're going to get into our healthy segment. Now today, I decided to live healthy. She actually took some stuff. She said,
That's
one.
cracking.
You took more than one. You definitely took more
I
than
did
one.
not.
One
I
thing about
only
black
took
people,
one
we
piece
paying
of
attention. You ever
cheese.
walk in your grandma's house and like a knick-knack is like to the left and she noticed it?
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
that
that
way.
so I noticed my damn cheese.
I only took one.
You know what I'm saying?
That look like more
I
than
know
one.
you took more than one
Yeah,
cheese.
Yeah, they're like more than one missing out of
Right,
there.
right. But it's okay. It's okay. That's okay. But the
I'm so
point,
proud of you.
thank you. That's the point.
Yeah.
The point I'm actually trying to go healthy. But is this really healthy?
That's
Cheese is
healthy.
not.
I mean, but not this yellow one.
Cheese is not.
Okay.
Okay. But honestly, from where he's coming from,
It's messed up.
I know.
it's-
I trust me. I know. We used to
Chicken
go
tenders
eat.
and fries.
We used to eat all the time. I mean, I
Chicken tenders
trust
and
that.
fries.
Yeah.
But anyway, this segment brought to you by everybody. Anyway, this right here is for everybody. So go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Good afternoon, my kings and queens. It's your girl AJ the Bunny. The time has come again here for your Remedy 10 here on the DJ Booth Radio Show live each and every Tuesday, bringing you a remedy for 10. Now, royal family, I'm no saint nor am I a pastor. However, I cannot lose what was seeded in me from a child, which is good and also can be bad if we let it. It is important for us to set aside the old that we knew deep in our past to see our future clearly. And some may say never forget, but should we keep that file? Here's a little fact. It has been said in an American scientific article that the memory capacity of a human brain was testified to have equal to 2.5 petabytes of memory capacity. A petabyte means 1,024 terabytes or a million gigabytes.
Damn.
So that
That's a lot.
average adult human brain can accumulate the equivalent of 2.5 million gigabytes of memory.
That's a lot.
And I
That's
don't
a
know
lot.
about you, but I would want to use those gigabytes on positive substance and the memories
absolutely.
that help me get to a new level, not living in my past. So that's late. And speaking of the past, 1 Corinthians 13:11
Okay,
says,
preach.
when I was a child,
Uh-oh.
I talked like a child. I
Mm.
thought like a child.
Wow.
I reasoned like a child. When I became a man,
The
I
bunny.
set aside
This
childish
way
ways.
is outstanding.
Now,
Yeah.
on a mental note, in my opinion, holding on to the old things that means you know well in your future shouldn't be a thing, but a thing of the past. And if you were to hold on to it, there's no growth, which is getting very much childish. And we all have been there. Now, to me, going back in your past should be for lessons of improvement, to address the
Yep.
problem you have with yourself or someone else with intentions of letting go to gain and grow. Now that we have prepared our minds, let's look at our health and our diets now. In the past, we could have either the best diet or the worst diet. And as children, we are only mimicking what we see and doing what we are taught. It is up to us to self-seed if we did not have the proper seeding. Many of the things that we ate as children was junk and not the best things for us. And now that we are adults, longevity is a very important factor for some.
Outstanding.
There are a few things we need to focus on now more than ever as we have grown into the kings and queens we are. And number one is sleep. Sleep deprivation makes us moody and irritable and impairs brain functions
Yes, it does.
such as memory and decision making. It also negatively impacts the rest of the body. It impairs the functioning of the immune system. And this is why some of y'all getting sick. Number two, H2O and living water. Water helps your brain cells communicate with each other, clears out toxins and waste that impairs brain function, and carries nutrients to your brain. This all falls apart if your fluid levels drop. Staying hydrated has been linked to faster decision making and improved performance on cognitive tests. Number 3, fiber. Fiber rich diets help lower weight and blood pressure, changes that protect against vascular dementia. A decline in thinking skills caused by reduced blood flow to the brain. Fiber also increases good bacteria in the gut, which might reduce brain inflammation via a connection called the brain gut axis. Fiber helps regulate the body's use of sugars, helping to keep hunger and blood sugar in check. Children and adults need at least 25 to 35 grains of fiber per day. This is a fact for good health, but most Americans get only 15 grams a day. That's sad. Last but not least, number 4, socialization and activity.
Yeah.
Reduce cognitive skills in addition to hiking cortisol levels. Long-term loneliness and social isolation can affect the brain, people. So think about being an introvert. Help by reducing cognitive skills such as the ability to make decisions or understand proper verbiage. Poor social skills often lead to stress and loneliness, which can negatively affect physical as well as mental health. Not only can a child's emotion develop be hindered by lack of social connection, the physical growth of their brains can as well. There is a growing body of research that point to some hazards of sitting on the psyche. The reduced blood flow, lessened oxygenation, and slowed metabolism of glucose within the brains means reduced concentration, creativity, problem solving, as well as reduced resilience in the face of stressful situations. So you'll be fucked. So please get and stay active. Now, before we finish, I want to go back to all 4 of these examples.
Movie shit right
It's
there.
amazing to me how we can take our children or ourselves to the hospital, and they don't tell us that we have a mental disorder like bipolar disorder, or they'll tell you that you have a physical ailment. And really, if you just ask them to give you all of your levels and get tested, you'll be able to go to different specialists in different areas to find out what is actually going on with your body. Honestly, I say, people, don't be so quick to diagnose yourself and get diagnosed with something that can possibly just be from small things that you lack in your diet or your everyday activity. So, okay, I hope you were taking notes because that's all I have for the Royal Castle.
That was good.
Listen next Tuesday, guys.
AJ
But
went
if you
in
can't wait
today.
till then, follow us at Reality Recycle on IG, YouTube, Facebook for all your DIY and holistic health tips. Go follow your girl on TikTok at AJ the Bunny 21. DM me to get your double R bars if you want all natural and healing clean. Our soaps are antibacterial. Stay healthy, be more aware, and positively prosper. If you are interested in learning some of the basic techniques to healing at home, DM me for my online virtual classes, home health the basics on teachable.com. I love you guys.
Yo, how many words in that 8-minute second? That was a lot. So informative. But they're going in on IG.
I don't think that was 8
Hey,
minutes.
Yo, they're going in on IG.
I'm gonna start calling you Dr. AJ
I
Bunny.
was trying to go.
Dr.
No, you
AJ
did great. So there's some people here talking about AJ the Bunny, but people are really, really interrupt my live about this guy right here.
Yes, go ahead.
People on here right now about basketball said they get a jumper together. If you don't believe me, you go back on here. People on the live saying this. They're right here. They're actually saying that. But
Hey, listen.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to talk basketball.
No, I'm gonna throw this out there.
Okay.
Anybody on the IG want to see me down the Y,
See,
2:00? I ain't got no room for
what day y'all do that? Wednesday.
Saturday. See me down the Y Saturday, 2:00, anytime, or just whatever.
But this is how I feel about basketball. We had one of the greatest NBA players ever, Muggsy Bogues, sitting in that seat.
Right.
We had Coach Herman Tree.
Right.
Sitting in this. We had legends in this
Right.
seat.
Right.
And then he comes to sit in the seat. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo,
So, but listen,
the vibe is not.
But
We need a
listen.
new legend now.
but listen, it's like this.
And we had Joe Igbo sitting in the seat as
it
well.
could be. I mean, I can sit here all day and talk about the real legends of our hood that
Yeah.
have never went play high school basketball. Never
Skip Wise.
No, Skip Wise is a certified legend. I'm talking about, guys that, just Freddie Moore and like all
Yeah.
those guys that never really, to materialize, but was a beast. You know what I mean?
Brian, that's so
Yeah,
many.
it's so many, right?
Yeah.
So, God didn't have basketball in my plans. I done had 13 operations from basketball.
Yeah.
It ain't in by my plans. I'm doing what God has me to do. And but I just love hooping. I'm a hooper. I'm always gonna be a hooper. And again, anybody want to see me Saturday, 2:00, you know what's up.
Okay, ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, I know who's better now. Right. And I know I used to be the best.
Right.
That thing, right? But that kid named Omar came out.
Right.
Now when Omar came back, so this is how I remember talking. Maybe I remember I was the best thing
You
smoker.
ready to say something
Hey,
crazy?
no. I was the best thing in the wild. They should put my name on the court. Send me championships. I won. I was hold on, let me finish. I knew somebody
You know they call me king of the wild. You know I'm king of the
No,
wild.
hell no.
You know,
Did he beat King Rice? Did he beat King Rice?
Man, listen.
Come
I
on,
can
let's
beat
be
King
real.
Rice. You
Hell
can't
no.
beat King.
I know you can't beat Buff Dirk. I know.
Come on.
See, these are names.
Listen.
That's what I'm saying. We got
They don't
time.
really know, right? They don't
We
know.
ain't
right?
got time.
They
We
don't know.
got time.
But
But
listen.
all I'm saying is, Omar went away for a summer. Omar Strong. Lil Nate on here. I don't know why. He's from down bottom.
Lil Nate who?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I told him. Lil Nate.
Yeah,
Come on, Robert C. Marshall come mess with us.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what?
don't know
Robert C.
that.
Marshall. But I'm saying is, well, Omar came back, right? To me, he put himself at a high level over one summer. Is that accurate? That's what I remember.
So again, Omar hooped with the older guys.
Yeah,
just
with us,
like with us.
Yeah, he
And
definitely
he-
was under me at first.
But
He
I'm gonna
just-
tell you what made Omar great to me. Like we're all great players with the Muddles. I mean, even
Shout out to Muddle.
Muddle.
Yeah, shout out to Muddle.
Man, Muddle.
John
First of
Terry.
all, Muddle was the first great hooper out of our neighborhood.
Oh wow.
Everything started with Muddle. Muddle, I mean, Muddle was the truth. Muddle, he played in NBA. Shout out to Muddle. He was, shout out to Jim Black. Like, Jim Black. Man, he taught all of us, like those guys, Egg Wall, all of those guys, were fundamental teaching the younger guys how to hoop. It wouldn't be no Omar without the Jim Blacks and the Muddles, But one thing I love about Omar had a relentless heart to practice.
Wow. That is actually true.
He had a relentless heart.
That's actually true.
You can come in the
That's
gym,
actually
he in there
true.
by himself, just
That is
shooting
actually true.
100, 200, 300, 400 jumpers. I ain't never, but he had a relentless heart
You
to
play
practice
one-on-one whole court
by
by
himself, right?
Yeah.
And you can't get better. And listen, in anything you do,
anything.
That's a major point. I never looked at it like that, Paul.
if you don't put
That's
the
a major.
time
That's a major point.
to practice,
Yeah, he definitely practiced. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care what it is. If you're a producer and you're not home just making new beats and trying new stuff that you're not good at,
Yeah.
you're never going to be the best.
Yeah.
If you don't try to write stuff that's different than what you normally write, you can't never be the best.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Omar pushed himself, and that's why he became an elite. Even when you look at Tion, right? Tion, 6'9", Tion, I think got the best jump I ever seen in a big guy.
You talking about why?
Yeah, Tion Knox, big Tion, 6'9".
Okay.
Tion can shoot, but Tion just ain't. Tion ain't want to get in the gym and do the workout. The workout ethics.
They call me put up dude. We be on this all
Yeah,
show.
we be all day.
But
But
one last comment, not because one last. That's too long to read. I ain't reading all that. Somebody said that. Somebody said the ceiling in the wire is too low. So I don't know about that. I mean, it work for us.
listen, I guarantee everybody in there talking
Yeah.
ain't hooping.
Yeah.
Listen,
We had the
For the-
greatest team though.
for the
All
record.
jokes aside,
for the record,
our team was crazy.
I'm 52 years old, still hooping.
Yeah.
I challenge anybody my age, come see me.
See, you say your age. Can I ask you this
I'm
though?
52.
Before you go, now who was that? Was you on our team? I know I didn't mean to make the whole show about this, but was you on our team? Because we had the best team ever. But we had who?
Well, y'all cheat, you, Mikey, Boo.
Big Mikey, Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Whole
no,
bunch of crybabies.
that's not true. Now, boys, baby. Yo, see, y'all got to. We know what we should do.
Mikey used
We're
to
gonna
call the
bring
Phantom
everybody in one
Files.
day.
Mikey used to call the Phantom Files. And
Yeah,
nobody touched
Mike
Mikey.
was terrible with the foul call.
Boo
Yeah, rest in
cried,
peace,
couldn't
Mike.
touch Boo.
Yeah, Boo.
Like, you know what I mean? You was
Real.
about the only legitimate,
Yeah.
like, one that play, but especially Boo.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
Boo-
telling you, that was the shit.
And then, Boo used to
Yeah,
use
I'm saying
police
shit.
voice. He was a police
Okay,
then.
so since he said that he's
Yeah.
52, right? And
Mhm.
Black don't crack, that means knowledge 45 and you 40?
I'm what? I'm not
I'm not-
40.
Nah, he not that old.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm that old. I'm 34. Hold up, ass. You want crack?
That's what I'm saying.
You
He was with us at a young.
Hold on,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right, hold
He
on.
was with us. Listen, he
on.
was with us at a young age.
Yeah. Now, you see how he switched on you?
Listen,
Try to slide it
he
in
was
real quick.
really hanging with us at a young
Like
age.
12,
Like he was like
13.
12, 13.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Like, I really want to
Yeah.
leave it on. I remember I was leaving a while. This dude, I think he passed away. Yo, a dude put a guy. I played back. I really didn't know exaggeration. I killed him so much basketball. No toughness. Outside, he put a gun on me.
What?
Outside, and walked me home. He said, "Yo, don't you ever embarrass me like that again?" And that's my hand. I put my hand on a Bible that happened to me. In the wild, I said, we just seen everything in the
Wait a
wild.
minute, he pulled a gun out on you.
Outside.
Yeah,
And
that's-
then walked you home.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how it was. In
Yeah,
like,
real
it was,
talk.
it
That's
was like,
on
it
my
was
mouth.
wild, yeah.
Yeah, he said, "Yo, don't ever embarrass me like that again, ever." and I'm gonna walk you home.
Man, we had good, you know.
What I want to say no. I'm
Right,
like, okay,
all right, okay,
right.
then.
So, but no, we definitely we need to put together a YMCA reunion.
Yeah,
because
listen, you
it was
ain't
culture,
getting 3
bro.
buckets on them, you gonna get hurt.
Yeah, it was culture. It
Yeah,
was
you gonna
culture.
get hurt. You hit
It
2
was-
buckets, you
It was
gonna be
bigger than
yeah.
basketball because after I left there, I went to become the director of Cloverdale. So it was bigger than just, it was just life skills. I can still call Punk in the day, Hooley. I can call Brother Derek, run the church. I so many people, I can call,
Family.
Rest Beach Charlie Woo, a big inspiration.
peace.
So there's so many people, but we definitely gotta go. Shout your IG out. What's up, Punk? What's your IG?
It's Cornelius.Adams.7, and you can hit me on Facebook, Cornelius Adams, or Vital Media Now. That's my company, and if you got a story to tell, hit me up. If you need to know how to make some money, hit me up. If you want to make a difference in your city and stop talking, hit me up. I got the plug.
I'm listening to you, but I gotta get off
That
it.
part.
The comments are so crazy.
That part.
But anyway, Ashley, what's
Yeah, I
your
like the
Instagram?
comments. So that's
Yeah,
good. That means
I'm about to say it, I'm about to
that was
say
good though. If they're crazy, they supposed to be good.
Yeah, I'm about to save it, yo. Ash, what's your Instagram, Ash?
Oh, you can get me at Reality Recycled on IG and Facebook.
Okay, Punk. I'm sorry, Punk over there. I'm sorry.
DJ Knowledge, DJ NILEDGE on everything.
Okay, now start invite me to stuff more.
Yes, sir.
I definitely
What
say
you
that.
had to
Okay,
tell
well,
us?
But the first thing was knowledge. That was the major announcement. I'm going back to knowledge.
But now you should
Yeah.
be kicking some knowledge too, right? You should have a saying when you close out some knowledge saying, right? Did they knowledge?
But he tried to be a rapper, and I told her that wasn't.
you try to be a
That
rapper.
didn't work.
Can't be a
He's
baller
a
and a
golfer.
rapper.
Yeah, right. He's golfing and shit.
That was old.
And a golfer.
Right. quick notes real quick so everybody can stay tuned. Of course, tomorrow night, the Wednesday end's gonna be crazy. I got the artist Honey Stacks. She's live in Baltimore tomorrow. Thursday, I got an artist coming from Salisbury. I ain't gonna say that name because we still trying, Salisbury. Of course, next week, Big Boogie's in town. He'll be at my show. So all that's coming up. But I got Africa is January 2nd. So make sure if you're over Africa, you're planning to go, holler at me on my Instagram. We
If you
DJing live
over
Africa.
Africa.
If you're over Africa. If you're over Africa.
Yeah.
If you over Sierra Leone, make sure you holler at me. Shout out to Kyle De Niro. He's ambassador of Arts Entertainment, the real ambassador, not a made-up
Outstanding.
ambassador. Shout out to the president over there. He's at the UN next week speaking on behalf of Sierra Leone. Of course, February, I'm back in New Mexico doing a media run in preparation for this big announcement. I'm back at the Super Bowl this year. I did the Super Bowl 2 years ago, so they hit me yesterday. So I'm back at the Super Bowl this year, February 10th to 13th
Outstanding.
in Arizona. So that's a major thing. Of course, spring tour coming up. My world tour starts in June. So there's a lot of stuff, but this is the major thing I wanted to know. Today, I had a call this morning. I forgot the car dealership, but they're sponsoring 10 artists, right? Under what I pick. Each artist get a luxury car rental for 3 days. They get a free trip. They get so many incentives that averages up to about $5,000.
You got me an
Incentives.
artist?
You have to be an artist that I pick. You're not one of them. So anyway, say no. But I do the dances.
I'm not-
I'm just I do the
Nah,
dance.
I was
But
great.
anyway, the big announcement. So I got a new mixtape coming out. Everybody know I'm inspired by the Black Panther movie. So I went out. I purchased the Black Panther outfit, the jersey. Yeah, actually 2 days ago, post on Instagram. They actually DM me, and that's how I got this opportunity. So this mixtape is called DJ Duke Live Talk Heavy Black Panther Edition.
You gonna have an outfit
Right.
on? You gonna have a like
Yeah.
Panther
No,
onesie
I'm
on?
sorry.
or
No,
something?
so I had a jersey. But I know we gotta go. But listen, this go back to what Punka said. It's opportunity.
Opportunity.
I did this right here and tagged
Okay.
them. I just took a picture in the jersey.
Yes.
And tagged the Black Panther movie, and this opportunity came. So shout out to all my artists. I did pick the 10 artists. We got enough time. I did pick the 10 artists. I got enough time now to announce the artists.
Hey, tell
So-
people get a passport real quick, dude. You tell them
You can tell them that
if
while
you're
you
in
tell you can
listen,
tell them that.
my man going to Africa. I'm going to Morocco in May. Listen,
Okay.
if y'all can't Miami, Atlanta, that's fine.
Yeah,
See
but
the
you gotta
world.
go home, man.
If you can spend $20, $600 a month and weed, you can go buy your passport.
Yeah, because it don't cost that
Get your
much.
right, it don't cost
Hey,
you
man,
right.
so listen, get
Go
your
get your
passport.
passport.
Get your, but like real quick, I'm saying all the artists out. Lil Crow represent Baltimore. Envious of Envy from the DMV. BMF Cash from Atlanta, Georgia. Also, these are all my artists, by the way. Bex Richardson, he's from Liberia, Africa. Gwen Hilton, Baltimore. Kyle De Niro, Sierra Leone, Africa. J-Way Sosa, North Carolina. It's Muwa from Baltimore. Who is Kravitz from Philly. And to round it out, one of my day ones, my favorite artist, Box Check Marty, represent Baltimore City.
Box Check,
So
yeah.
make Box Check is my guy. So make sure y'all stay tuned for all the information. Follow at the DJ Booth Radio Show. Peace. See y'all next
Peace out,
week.
y'all.
What's up? Peace
Peace.
out. Peace out.
Man, Box Check.
Great show. Great show.